What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on the Now to Playground exclusively live on YouTube, of course. I haven't been able to get my passwords and stuff figured out just yet, so I'm going to have to go live a couple of days until I figure that out. But as long as y'all get the content and the analysis, that's all that matters. I'm just going to do it live, so don't get mad if I don't see you or I don't hear from you because I did it quick. I'm trying to do your instant analysis the regular way I do it. This time it's just going to be live, so I'm not going to really see anything. Golden State Warriors beat the Toronto Raptors 117 to 114. The Warriors go to 41 and 29 and 23 and 14 at home. The Raptors go to 24 and 46 and 8 and 26 on the road. And the series was tied between these two teams because the Raptors beat them 104 to 101 2 months ago, and this was their last meeting. At least the Warriors were able to win it. No Wardell, Stephen Curry for the whole game because he got injured from a fall that happened. So they had to try to figure out a way to win without him, which they ended up doing. All power to Jimmy Butler defense. Same with Kaminga. You can say B-Pod stepped up with some jumpers. Obviously, Quentin Post was just firing shots and just knocking them down throughout the entire game. This was a complete team effort to be able to beat a team like the Raptors. Raptors are a good competition for most teams. They defend, they play a little hard. Sometimes they can struggle getting shots off and making shots, but they made it a test for the Warriors to be able to pull this one out, and the Warriors was able to show they can pass it. So Golden State won first quarter 33 to 30. They won a second quarter 34 to 31. Toronto did win the third quarter 31 to 26, but the Warriors was able to win the fourth quarter, the most important one, 24 to 22. So they win by 4. Jonathan Mobo, 2 of 5 from the field, 101 from the free throw line. 5 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, one was offensive, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul, +1 and plus minus. And Scotty Barnes, they had to double team him throughout this game, especially later in it, because the man is a bucket. 11 to 16 from the field, hyper efficient. 1 or 2 from 3. That was good to see him able to knock down one. They're going to give him that shot because they rather him shoot from the perimeter, especially long distance, and get close to the basket or around it. He was 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 29 points, 10 boards, 6 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul. He was a -1 and plus minus. Just a great game from him. Had the best game off this roster tonight, and he also scored the most points for the Raptors. Jakob Poeltl stayed in that paint tonight, where he will go 8 of 9 from the field mostly, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 18 points, 8 rebounds, one of was offensive, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, and a +3 and plus minus. And Emmanuel quickly started getting it going a little later in the game, but he finished 8 of 17 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 21 points, 4 rebounds, one of was offensive, 8 assists, 3 steals, 5 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. Ochi Abaji, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 5 rebounds, 3 was offensive, 1 assist. He also had 1 block and 2 turnovers and 6 personal fouls. So he fouled out in this game. He was a -11 plus -9 points. Only 2 starters didn't get in double figures for the Toronto Raptors tonight. It was Mobo and Abaji, never really known as offensive players in the NBA anyway, but they still did help this team continue to flow, and they did other things on the court that didn't really matter if they didn't score that much because other guys was able to step up, even off the bench, because you had Jamison Battle went 5 of 12 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3. He did get 2 boards, 2 assists and a steal, 1 turnover, and 4 personal fouls. He was a -2 and plus minus. He finished with 14 points, which was really good to see. And you got to give credit to Jamal Shade for coming in and getting buckets. He was 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. He also had 5 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. There's a little ugliness in there, but he was a +6 and plus minus with 11 points. When you have young players that still trying to find their way and find what they need to do to be able to score in this league or feel comfortable when trying to score in this league, turnovers and fouls are going to happen. And they ended up doing that off the bench. Garrett Temple only played 5 minutes. He got 1 rebound and an assist. He finished with 1 turnover and being a -1 and plus minus. And Colin Castleton played 19 minutes. He was 2 of 4 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. So he finished with 7, 3 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul. He was a -8 and plus minus. AJ Lawson 0-2 from the field, 0-1 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 personal foul. And I like what I seen out of them. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision. 44-78, 56% from the field, 11 to 26, 42% from 3, 15 to 19, 78% from the free throw line. 44 rebounds, 32 assists, 7 steals, 4 blocks, 23 turnovers, and 24 personal fouls for the Toronto Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. They're older, they're wiser, they're more patient, they're more smarter, and they tried at the right times and didn't exhaust themselves out trying to figure out a way to win this game. I think the Raptors made some costly mistakes, rushing to get layups and making passes without making sure it was the right time to pass it, just to try to find a way to get ahead in this game when they just could have just won it. The goal is to win the game, not to do all this chaosy things that can happen to help you lose the game. It's just about valuing each possession. It's something that's old to say, something that's common sense to people, but you see games like this and you realize they understand it, but they didn't play that way to be able to win it. And the team that was playing that way ended up winning, and they're usually going to work that way because, I mean, you got to shoot the ball well. You got to not give them easy opportunities, and turnovers and stuff like that causes that. And that's why the Raptors lost this one, honestly. Draymond Green, 7 of 18 from the field, 5 of 14 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 21 points, 7 rebounds, 4 of them was offensive with 5 assists and 4 steals, 4 turnovers, 4 personal fouls. It was a mixed bag of a game for Draymond, but he did play great defense like he usually does. He does score. They kept leaving him wide open. He was taking them. Sometimes it went in, sometimes it doesn't, but you can say that about anybody. Even Steph has games like that where he doesn't make the easy ones, and he does make some tough ones. He did that tonight, to be honest, but Draymond did have a great game. He's looking better offensively, and he's looking like he's willing to score. He wants to score, and he's not afraid of it. Jimmy Butler, he was 4 of 15 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 of 10 from the free throw line. They needed somebody to be a creator and be a threat, and Jimmy Butler took that role so easily in this game, and it worked out. 16 points, 12 assists, 11 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive, so he had a 16-point triple-double. He did have 2 steals in a key block that really helped him in the fourth quarter and forced it not to go into overtime. 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. He was a +5 and plus minus, and he made the free throws that mattered to be able to seal this game off to beat the Toronto Raptors. Even though he did miss one of them, he didn't have to make it, and even if he missed it, it was game anyway, because at worst you would just be tied unless you do an and one from half court and make it and make the free throw. But that's a lot of pressure to be able to pull that one off. But Wardell Stephen Curry II was 6 of 8 from the field before he left. He played 25 minutes, 2 of 4 from 3, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He did have 17 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 3 turnovers, and he was a -7 and plus minus. Moses Moody was 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a +4 and plus minus. He had a key block also, and that was his only block of the day, but it was the one that mattered the most. Brandon Podziemski stepped up and started hitting some shots from the perimeter, hit a nice 3 before the fourth quarter began. He was 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 of was offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, +7 to plus minus 15 points. And Jonathan Kuminga, 7 of 15 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. He was a -2 and plus minus. Had a big game for them off the bench. They needed it. He really solidified that bench when it came to scoring, and he just showed you that he's ready to take that role of being a key player off their bench. And you can say the same thing about Quentin Post. He played 22 minutes, but he was 6 of 10 from the field and 6 of 9 from 3. He was just out there stroking it, and they was giving it to him too. So you could add that 3, and he was just making them pay for it throughout the entire night, not just in one quarter. He did have 2 rebounds. He did have 1 steal. He did have 1 block. He did have 2 personal fouls. He was a +5 and plus minus and led the bench in scoring with 18 points. That was really good to see. Kevon Looney didn't do much today. He played 9 minutes. He was 1 of 1 from the field, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. He did have 2 rebounds. 1 of was offensive. He was a +4 and plus minus with 2 points. Santos, 10 minutes, 1 rebound, 2 assists, -3 and plus minus for him, and that was the wrap up for him. And Buddy Hield still not really going hard from three like he did at the start of the season. This game he was 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, but he helped with the 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He didn't just settle for them threes and the pull ups. He got all the way to the basket or try to beat people off the dribble, and he was rewarded with free throws. 5 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and he was a +7 and plus minus with 8 points. The rest of the guys was either injured or they didn't play because the coach is saying, "Nah, y'all straight. Y'all can just get some rest today. We rely on y'all another day." 38 of 90, 42% from the field, 19 of 47, 40% from three, 22 of 28, 78% from the free throw line. They did have 11 offensive rebounds, but they only had 38 total. So they lost that battle, but they did have 30 assists. They lost that battle, and also 13 steals. They won that battle, and that was a big difference maker. So as well as the blocks, where they had 5 to the 4 of the Raptors. They also had 14 turnovers, which was less than the Raptors, and they also had less personal fouls. And those little small things and those points that you can get off those things really matter a whole lot. And that was the reason why the Warriors was able to go and win this game like they should have, even without Steph. But the Warriors, they're a veteran team. They know what they're doing. They know what they're trying to do. They know what they're trying to go out there and get done. And the Raptors, they can be a little confusing. They can be a little bit eager. They can be a little bit too celebrative because they think that we're going to win this game and we should win this game. We just got to do this. We just got to do that. But you actually have to do it to be able to win it. And the Warriors was able to do that. And it's just funny watching the Raptors. I've been watching them all season, and so many of their games is they're just so excited to be in a position to win. And then they end up losing it or find a way to go into overtime and lose it there. It's just crazy how this season has almost been the same story written over and over again for certain teams, and you just didn't see them learn from it, as crazy as that can be. But it's reality, and the Warriors, they're different now. They're relying on Jimmy. They're relying on Draymond. They're relying on Steph. And the story of the Golden State Warriors is, how can we get Steph to the playoffs healthy? Because we need him to be that good for us throughout the entire season. And he's just not the same Steph, but he still is one of the best players in the world. He gets it, they get it, but they still got to get to the finish line. And they still have championship aspirations that they're trying to get this year, and we're going to see if they're able to do it. It's going to be tough. It's going to take the whole crew for them to beat some of the better teams in the West and even win in the finals. But call me crazy, the Warriors are showing you that you got to believe in something, and the fans should believe that this team can do it. I'm not going to go that far, but I see what they saying now, how tough it is to beat this Warriors team. They figure it out, and they just have very high IQ players that know how to play basketball the right way on both ends of the court. And just seeing Moses Moody and a guy like Jimmy Butler just get those blocks, and then they get the steals, and it just shows you that they wanted this game, but they was going to do it the right way to be able to get it, and then it got done. And that's how you win championships, and they have won 4, and they still have that same mentality. From what I'm seeing in these last 3-4 weeks, that they can still win another one. They have the characteristics, they have the heart, they have the soul, they have certain amount of pieces. We just gonna have to see if it actually can happen. And that's gonna be the thing to watch out for as the season come to an end, the playoffs start. And we got to see if they can avoid that play-in tournament, because there's over 10 games still left for each team. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell if you're new. If I do conversation video just like this about various NBA only topics, I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do my draft and draft coverage of so many draft lotteries and draft conversations too. Is already on my channel. I got over 3,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch and probably become a fan or a subscriber. Other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoying the weekend already, as it's back so fast. Thank y'all for continuing to check out the channel. Thank y'all for continuing to put analysis in y'all daily routine and loving it and enjoying it like I love making it for y'all. Other than that, I'm gone for now. Remember, this is the 50-50 why the channel is still around and still doing good is because of fans like you. Let's make 2025 better than 2015. I know you guys have been enjoying the channel. I know some of you guys been around forever, but let's just try to make a better year out of some of these other years that I had that was called iconic or classic years on this channel because I'm still having fun doing it. Why not challenge myself to outdo myself? I think that's a fun thing to do when you master something like I mastered analysis and doing it the right way to give y'all something special each and every night to watch, even if it's just a form of entertainment about learning the game of basketball, because that's what I'm here for as an analyst. Other than that, going for now. I'll be back later today, which will be Friday, with more analysis. Had to stay up late for these other games since they're on the west side. I had B, but thank y'all for continuing to check out the channel. I'm going for now. Peace.